Hello there, Toon Army! What an absolutely crackers day to be talking about our magnificent Newcastle United, the best team in the world, even when we're dealing with some rather surprising news. Now then, before we dive into this, Paul Mitchell. Situation that's got everyone talking. I've got a burning question for you lot. What do you make of this hidden message business in the club's announcement about Mitchell leaving? And more importantly, do you think handing more control back to Eddie Howe is actually the masterstroke we didn't see coming? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this one's got layers to it. Right then, let's get stuck into this. Paul Mitchell departure story because, blimey, what a curveball this has been for all of us. Just when we thought we were settling into a nice rhythm with our new structure, boom, our sporting director announces he's off at the end of June after less than a year in the job. Now, I know what you're thinking, and yes, the timing is absolutely mental, isn't it? Here we are, having just secured Champions League football for next season, which, by the way, still gives me goosebumps every time I say it, and our main transfer negotiator decides it's time to pack his bags. But hold on a minute. Before we all start panicking about the summer window opening in just a few days, let's actually look at what this might mean for our beloved club. The thing that's really got me scratching my head, and I'm sure it's the same for you lot, is this so-called hidden message in the announcement. Now, when I first read through the club's statement, I'll be honest, it seemed pretty standard fare, the usual mutual consent nonsense, gratitude all around, best wishes for the future. But then it hit me like a thunderbolt from the Gallows Gate. And there's absolutely no mention of finding a replacement for Mitchell. Think about it for a second. When clubs lose key personnel, especially someone in such a crucial role as sporting director, they usually come out swinging with statements about beginning the search for a suitable replacement, or considering internal and external candidates. But Newcastle? Radio silence on that front. And that, my friends, is where this gets really interesting. What this tells me, and I reckon I'm not alone in this thinking, is that the club might be perfectly happy to shift the power dynamics back towards Eddie Howe. Now, before anyone starts getting their knickers in a twist about this being a step backwards, hear me out. Howe has been absolutely phenomenal for us, hasn't he? The man took us from relegation battlers to Champions League qualifiers, and he's done it with a style of football that's got us all falling in love with the game again. The beauty of this potential power shift is that it could actually streamline our decision-making process. Instead of having multiple voices pulling in different directions during transfer negotiations, we'd have Howe at the center of it all, working directly with the ownership to identify and secure the players he wants. And let's be brutally honest here. The man knows what he's doing when it comes to spotting talent and building a team. Now, I keep hearing whispers about Steve Nickson potentially stepping up to fill some of Mitchell's responsibilities. And you know what? That makes perfect sense to me. Nickson's been with the club through thick and thin, he understands the Newcastle way, and he's got the relationships within the football world that we need. Plus, he's already been working closely with Howe, so there wouldn't be this awkward adjustment period that we might face with an external appointment. But here's the really clever bit about this whole situation, and it's something that I think the ownership group might have planned all along. By not immediately announcing a replacement for Mitchell, they're giving themselves the flexibility to see how the summer window plays out with Howe having more direct influence. If it goes brilliantly, and knowing our Eddie, it probably will, then they can make this arrangement more permanent. If there are hiccups, they've still got time to bring in someone new before the next transfer window. The timing of Mitchell's departure, coinciding with Darren Eales stepping down due to health reasons, also suggests that there might be a broader restructuring happening behind the scenes. Sometimes these changes, as disruptive as they seem in the moment, actually create opportunities for the club to evolve and improve its operations. What really excites me about this whole situation is the potential for Howe to have even more influence over our transfer strategy. The man's already proven he can work wonders with the players he's got, so imagine what he could do with even more control over who comes through the door at St. James Park. So while the media might be trying to paint this as some sort of crisis or major setback, I'm choosing to see it as another step in our evolution as a football club. Sometimes change, even unexpected change, opens doors to new possibilities and new ways of doing things that turn out to be even better than what came before. The most important thing is that we stick together as a fan base and continue supporting the lads through this transition. Our players will be looking at how we react to this news, and they need to see that we're as committed as ever to this incredible journey we're all on together. Well, that's all from St. James Park for today, lads and lasses. Keep supporting the best team in the world, and remember, we've been through much tougher times than this and come out stronger every single time. This is just another chapter in our incredible story, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Away the lads!